Novellineal, doing some test plays today, speedrunning your Ghostbusters map. I looked at the video briefly yesterday. I didn't see any major red flags, but so much of it comes down to how it plays, right? So that's why I wanted to actually test it here. I also forgot to check if you are intending this to be expert or expert plus, because at this notes per second, it really could be either. So I kind of won't comment on difficulty in the video, but I'll mention something afterwards once I've had a chance to look that up. Otherwise, I'll just kind of jump in. Oh, I love this environment. I think it's just great how it like draws you in without like much, I don't want to say no effort, but like it's matches well. Ooh. Yeah, so I think I mentioned this in the very first time. I did end up finding that a little tangly. Like, it wasn't horrible by any means, but they're just kind of, there probably doesn't need to be that sort of like mini crossover there. And it don't look good. Okay. I remember in my first playthrough, I thought I wasn't going to like that. No, I like it fine. I mean, you can maybe make it a little bit more interesting if you wanted by having it like maybe changing elevation so it's not all in the bottom row. Or you could do something like have it like start on one side and move over to the other side, like if you do want to sort of encourage that lean. But I do like actually that it sets up the lean for this window here. So no, I like it. Sorry, now I just forgot what I was doing. Whoops. That after that red note, I really wanted to move over to the left there. So having to go back over to the right, like just minor leaning issue, but well, a little bit there too. I wanted to move to the left. Oh, I like that one. The music's really quiet. Yeah, like next time I pause, I'll try turning up my headset, but I can barely hear the vocals. Ooh, I like that. Well, so there's that other situation where, I mean, in this case, I actually played it with the wrong hand here. But yeah, typically I find like when I do sort of a crossover, personally, the next thing I want to do is get out of it, especially if there's like a pause between them. Like if you're talking like a stream crossover, something like that, that's fine. But like if I'm going to come across here, I kind of want the next note to be out here, or at least have the other note be off in this direction. So I think this is a mirror of the previous one. And personally, I would change it. Like it would just be such a simple thing, like just to either uncross the hands first or make it so that the next note is like off to the opposite side. Oh, right. I was going to. Okay. No, I'm pretty loud. And the thing is turning up the volume, I think. Yeah, so I mean, the problem is I think that there's something wrong with the audio because like I've turned it up and for what it's worth, I can hear the vocals better, but like now my hit sounds are too high and I don't think I've got my hit sounds at a remarkably high volume. So I don't know if there's a better quality audio or something, but it's yeah, there I kind of wanted to move to the right but in terms of the flow. Whoop, sorry, that was me. I really like that one. Whoop. And yeah, same thing there. With that setup, I wanted to move to the right after. I mean, this is probably the same as before. Well, so mostly I've been liking the palm, the backhand windows across the body. I was worried I wouldn't like those, but I've actually been liking them well because like it really sets up that side to side sway here. But this last one doesn't feel quite right to me. Let me go back. Yeah, I think because I don't feel like I've got quite the momentum to do that because you've got it starting in the third column here. You could probably fix this either by moving the black note before it over one, or maybe just moving the whole stack over. But I feel like with something like that, like with the backhand window, like I want to be able to lean into it and like wind up to it. And I don't feel like I've got the setup to do that here. I'm not sure why that one stack was a double, dots, or sorry, window. Yeah, okay. I just want real quick. Yeah, see, I'm only on sound effects volume 0.4. So, like, my sound effects are not ridiculous high. Yeah, because now I can't hear my hit sounds at all, which I personally like playing with hit sounds. Yeah, okay. So yeah, honestly, I thought that played really well. Oh, okay, you do. Sorry, you do have it here as Expert Plus. Okay, so knowing that, it's a little easy for Expert Plus, but it's a pretty chill song, so I don't really have a problem with that. I like how, because I was worried I wasn't gonna like the bombs and the walls and stuff, and I mean, you might get some kind of purists who say, no, it should only be one for representation. I mean, that's kind of what I was hinting at when I looked at it in the editor. But honestly, I think scrap all that. I like the variety that the walls and the bombs do. I wasn't super paying attention to it, but then there felt like there were parts we had both bombs and walls. It was just like really interesting to look at, right? So I thought, and especially with like this environment here, I thought it was really engaging. I like the color of the bombs that you used. It's a nice contrast with the kind of orangey red that you've got going on in the background here. So yeah, I thought that part was fine. The windows and the stacks I thought were interesting. You'll notice like I missed a lot of stacks. Like that's going to be your challenge with doing stacks, right? Is that it does require much more precise hit to do it. So when you use a lot of them, you can get a lot of people who are going to drop their combos and stuff because of that. Or they have to just be very careful and precise with them, which can require a bit of concentration and stuff, right? But again, because you've got it as Expert Plus, like I don't think it's inappropriate. But in general, things felt really good. You know, I kind of focus on the flow, the back and forth when I play, and you were mostly pretty good with that. Just a couple parts either felt tangly or maybe like the flow was the opposite of where I wanted to go. But in general, yeah, I think you're on the right track. Like I'm happy to either look at an editor or talk with you about this more if you want to, because I know you're kind of on a time crunch for this. But we can chat later, and I hope this helps.